way, he gets it done at the most important time.
Spike Lee losing it. And then Karl Anthony Towns hits enormous shots back to back. That one getting the floater to go. And then this one, the fadeaway from 3 brings the Knicks to within 2. And the Knicks bench loves it. Then the Knicks take the 1-point lead. So now we have 11 seconds left, and here's the controversy. Pistons down by 1, they inbound. No good. We got a loose ball. We got it kicked out to Tim Hardaway Jr., the former Knick in the corner, and Newton's up, and it's no good. Should it have been a foul on Josh Hart? J.B. Bickerstaff certainly thinks the answer is yes. And candidly, the answer is yes. That's not my opinion. The NBA told us after the game this should have been a foul. You see the body contact there clearly on Hart. No call made, and it ends that way. The Knicks win it. They take the 3-1 series lead, and we didn't even have to wait for the 2-minute report to come out because their crew chief, David Guthrie, said afterwards, quote, during live play, it was judged that Josh Hart made a legal defensive play. After post-game review, we observed that Hart made body contact that is more than marginal to Hardaway Jr., and a foul should have been called. Again, my basketball squad this morning, we got Alan, we got the big fella Carlos Boozer, and we got Windy up early. Windy, what's your reaction to the finish of that game and then the official saying what he said after?
And it was David Guthrie. He was standing 5 feet away. It was the crew chief who missed the call right there. And there's nothing that can be said to the Detroit Pistons and their fans today that is going to make that feel better. It feels like the game was robbed from them. I will point out, Cade Cunningham had 2 great looks down the stretch of this game, including just before that missed foul that could have gone in and didn't. And Karl Towns had 2 incredible shots in the last minute. One of them, one of the hardest angle shots you could ever see in basketball. And so, yes, that foul is there. There's nothing that can change it. But there were plays that went both ways in the final 90 seconds that helped the Knicks win this as well.
Booze, what's the biggest takeaway from this game here? The Knicks win, the foul at the end, and everything else.
He got fouled, and they didn't call the foul. I mean, as an ex-player, you know when you get fouled. Tim Hardaway Jr. should have been shooting 3 free throws to give Detroit a chance to win that game. They missed that call. I mean, that being said, Brunson was outstanding. Like you said, he's the clutch player of the year in the NBA. He had 21 clutch points last night. Cat was terrific last night as well, had 12 clutch points right there. That's why you bring Cat in to get buckets in those moments. But Tim Hardaway Jr. was fouled. I feel bad for all the Pistons fans.
See, here's the one thing I will say. Who I'm rooting for notwithstanding.
Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman, and they're letting a lot go. The fouls in this series are 90 to 82. Detroit has 90, the Knicks have 82. It's the most fouls in any series so far we've had in the playoffs. But I always say this is be careful what you wish. This is what J.B. Bickerstaff and the Pistons said they wanted in this series. I'll quote him after game 2. He said, let the referees keep calling the game the way they've been calling it. It gives us the opportunity to defend, and our guys can play through it. Well, what happens, though, is if you want it that way, then what happens at the end of game 4, your guy has to play through it, I guess, because you wanted that contact. Doesn't make it right. It should have been a foul. But once again, this is what the Pistons wanted. Don't blow many whistles. Let us play physical. And you get what you want.
When the official acknowledges it afterwards, or when the 2-minute report comes out, does that, if you're a player and you were on the wrong side of it, does that make it better or worse?
No, I'm still pissed off. Yeah. I feel like I even should have got the call even more.
Yeah.
Like, if we're still in the building, can I go back out and shoot the free throws?
Right.
No. Knicks took the ball and ran to the bus.
I understand. In the meantime, let's look. The call is and no one is trying to downplay that. It's an enormous missed call. The official himself acknowledged it, and it is a huge factor in the end of the game. Period. New paragraph. Jalen Brunson is unbelievable. Cindy, put up C11. Jalen Brunson has been historically great in the fourth quarter. He is averaging 13 points on 62% shooting in the fourth quarters. That is the highest fourth quarter scoring average of any player in any postseason as far back as we have the data, which means going back to the 96-97 postseason. We're talking about the Jordan three-peat Bulls. That's how long we go back. Alan, what are the right things Windy, what are the right things to say about Jalen Brunson this morning?
Especially coming off that ankle, which I thought might have ended his game and impacted the series going forward. He has done this repeatedly where he's been able to rally and shake off injuries. He's been the story of the Knicks season, and where he will go, the Knicks will go as far as they can take him. It will be interesting. He had to fly yesterday. They only have 1 day off. Game 5 is tomorrow. Just where that ankle is feeling could be a huge factor going into Game 5.
Do you know any more, Alan? Again, for those who don't know, Alan covers the team closely. Do you know anything about it?
Just that after the game, he was walking around. After the game, he had his daughter in his arms around the locker room. Flew home, and he'll get the treatment. They have an excellent staff in New York, and they'll get him ready for that game. But he comes back to play the way he played. There is just something different about him. We have seen this before. Tom Thibodeau has talked about the cape that he puts on when he goes in the back and comes out for the fourth quarter.
All 4 games in this series have been in the balance in the final, whatever it is, 2 minutes and even less than that. So that said, I asked you the same question about Lakers Timberwolves. Is there a path back in this for Detroit, particularly if Brunson is not 100% tomorrow night?
Every game has come down to one possession, like you said, Greeny. If they can make shots, if some of the other guys that come off the bench can help Cade Cunningham out. Cade's been outstanding in this series. Obviously, Brunson's outdueled him to get the series 3-1. But if the other guys can step up and have a huge game, maybe they can push it to a Game 6.
All right. The other thing that happened last night you may have missed that was extremely significant and frankly tough to watch. Indy and Milwaukee, Giannis and the Bucks hosting Game 4, and this is the moment. We're midway through the first quarter. I just want you to watch Dame Lillard. Lillard, who fought his way back after the blood clots and everything else to try and be out there for his team. That look on his face tells you everything you need to know. He knows exactly how bad it is. He can't put any weight on the leg. He would leave the court, he would not return, and it's going to be a long time before he does. We'll talk about it in a moment. In the meantime, to how the game then went. Third quarter, Pacers are up 11, and on a break, look at Miles Turner just right in the face of Giannis throwing it down. Pacers a 13-point lead, and now we're late in the third, and it's still 13, and it's Nesmith with the block from behind, and now we're going the other way. Tyrese Halliburton gets it up and good. He had 17. Giannis had 28 points, 15 rebounds. But the Pacers win to take the commanding 3-1 series lead, combining that with the devastating injury to Dame Lillard.